welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my tips and tricks on how my husband and I got pregnant naturally, even though we were told that we cannot have kids. If you don't know my fertility journey story already, I'm going to go ahead and link it down below. I have a whole video outlining exactly what happened, but in short, we were struggling with infertility for over a year. So in this video, I want to share everything that I know now and everything that I wish I knew when I was starting my journey of trying to conceive, and how you can maximize your chances and get pregnant as soon as possible. First and foremost, if you're already on this journey of trying to conceive or you're just thinking about starting a family, congratulations. Something that you need to do immediately when you think you're ready to have a baby is quit all the bad habits. If you have any bad habits, such as, I don't know, smoking or drinking excessively, I would definitely cut down on those when you start trying for a baby. Think of it this way: if you end up pregnant, you need to do it anyway, so might as well just do it right now. I would also start taking a really good prenatal supplement, or a supplement that has folic acid. Folic acid is really crucial for baby's development. This is the prenatal that I was taking all throughout my pregnancy, and even before I got pregnant, is this Nature's Made prenatal. It has folic acid, it has DHA in it. So that's why I recommend this one, because you don't need to take anything additional. This supplement basically has it all. Trying for a baby is a two-way street. So not only you should be starting to getting rid of your bad habits and taking supplements and working out, getting your health to the absolute best that it could be, but also your spouse should do that as well. Also, I would recommend for them to start taking supplements. This is a really good one that my husband was taking. It's called FERTILITY for men. It has folate, iodine, magnesium, zinc, vitamin A, C, D, E, just a lot of overall great vitamins, but also it has a proprietary blend that's supposed to help with fertility. Next thing I would do is I would start tracking your fertility window. If you haven't done so already, get any sort of application. There's a ton of those apps that you can just put in your period dates and it actually calculates your fertility window for you. I'm gonna put down below in the description a couple of the ones that I used. However, one caveat to that is it doesn't work all the time. It might spit out a fertility window, but it might be wrong. That is what happened with me. My periods were always regular, so you would assume that it would be easy to calculate my fertility window. However, it would fluctuate sometime from month to month. Therefore, in addition to simply tracking your ovulation window, I would recommend investing in ovulation strips. I ran out of all of my ovulation strips, unfortunately, but this is the same brand that I used. This is actually their pregnancy test, but their ovulation strips looked exactly the same. I think they were just different color. I used many different ovulation strips, and I really like these pregnant ones, so I'm gonna link them down below for you guys. But this is what it looks like to test for ovulation. So the strip itself has a control line and a test line. When the control line becomes darker than the test line, that's when you know you got your peak and you're supposed to ovulate within 24 to 48 hours. This is really important to note because I actually didn't know that. I would also recommend doing something like this. This is my fertility journal that I kind of DIY'd myself. On one side, I have my cycle and all of the ovulation strips that I was testing. And here I have the dates as well as how many times we were doing the deed. And then on the right side, I was actually testing the pregnancy. So these are the pregnancy tests and they're all negative. You can see the difference between the blue and the red, so that way you can distinguish, as well as how many DPOs you are, which is days past ovulation. I wouldn't start testing until like probably 9 days past ovulation. However, I am guilty of that, and you can see here I have been testing sometimes like 4 or 5 days past ovulation. Another thing I started doing, as you can see right here, I've also done a PGD test, which is what you do to confirm ovulation. It looks exactly the same. It looks like a strip. You need to test about 7 to 10 days post ovulation. What that does, it confirms if you actually ovulated that cycle. So I was able to confirm that I was in fact ovulating, and that wasn't my issue. Now I'm going to go into some of the additional things that you can do to potentially boost your fertility. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did in the past, if it worked or it didn't work for me. So one popular thing that everybody likes to recommend is acupuncture. I would probably recommend doing multiple cycles. For me, it didn't have an immediate result. However, it did relax me. If anything, it didn't do anything negative. So I would recommend trying and seeing if that works for you guys. Some people recommend having a legs app after you do the deed. People recommend using Preseed, which I'm gonna go ahead and link that down below for you guys. The cycle we did get pregnant, we used it. So I would say thumbs up on Preseed. However, we've used it for many cycles and it didn't work those cycles. So I can't say that it's an immediate result. However, again, it didn't prevent anything from happening. So that's good. I tried fertility teas, didn't do anything for me. I tried limiting coffee intake. Again, didn't really do anything for me. I tried taking maca root because I heard that that could increase your ovulation. Again, that didn't do anything for me. In fact, some of the supplements I would kind of deter you guys from taking because it can mess with your cycle. For example, you ovulate later or you ovulate earlier, and that could really be really stressful when you're tracking and trying to figure out what to do that cycle. So the cycle we did conceive, what did we do differently? First of all, we were using Preseed. So yes, on the Preseed. This next thing I want to recommend to everyone, whether you're trying to conceive, struggling with infertility, or you just want to make good lifestyle changes. If you have been probably struggling with infertility, you probably know about this book, but I definitely recommend it. I'm going to link it down below for you guys. You can see I went through it with a fine-tooth comb and I had a lot of things highlighted, a lot of things we started implementing right before we got pregnant. And also if you're about to have a baby, I think it's just better to, you know, remove plastics and replace them with glass Tupperware potentially. So that's one thing I remember I was doing. And we also stopped using super perfumed stuff. So we got a lot of unscented things for the house as well, which was either way was a good thing to do because in preparation for me getting pregnant and us having a baby, that's kind of what we do right now anyway. So I think this book was amazing. We also got the It Starts With an Egg cookbook. I haven't seen too many people talk about the cookbook, but it's an amazing cookbook because it's actually showing you different recipes and giving you different ideas on how you can start eating healthy. And that again ties back and goes full circle with the lifestyle change that I'm talking about. We started following that cookbook and actually tried to eliminate eating out and started eating healthy foods. I remember for about over a month, definitely, we were trying to follow that cookbook every single night and make healthy choices in terms of consuming good foods. I actually ended up losing a little bit of weight right before we got pregnant as well. We try to get out of the house and go on walks, which again, like overall, was just really great for our health. If anything, it would just help your chances. And this is the cycle we ended up conceiving. So I did test my pregnancy, as you can see here. I found out on 7/28 that I was pregnant. And so I definitely recommend these Pregmate tests because their pregnancy tests are also really great. I also recommend the First Response. I have a digital one. I used the non-digital, like the simple one. That is also has been great for me, has been really accurate. Some people are saying that they see kind of faint lines when it's not there, but for me, it was always accurate. I've never seen a faint line aside from the time I was actually pregnant. And with that, I thought I would end this video by introducing you guys to my baby and also send everyone baby dust and wish you guys conceive as fast as possible and have a safe and healthy pregnancy. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and also subscribe to my channel, turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone. Bye.